Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. But in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Virgo and Pisces on Saturdays. Also, the deck that I'm using today is called the Ostara Tarot, and that's O-S-T-A-R-A Tarot. I'm actually going to go ahead and put these in the upright because when I flipped them over, I actually changed their position. But like I was saying, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description. I'm going to go ahead and take this sun card that slipped right out. But I do want to give you guys a heads up that in case the cards flip over, which sometimes they do, I do see them. However, I really only take cards that jump out like these ones have. And usually if they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back. And my goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. So I'm just going to try to pull 1 or 2 more cards for you guys, and then we can get started. All right, you guys. So I just want to give you guys a quick reminder that in case you enjoy the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Three of Wands, which to me is very good energy, especially for you guys, since I feel like you guys are very much action-oriented, right? You like doing things and you like doing things right. So the fact that, you know, you've already handled all the difficult bits that are like planning and sort of taking in the information and all that, now you're just waiting to see what the results are. And I feel like this is just the general state of where you're at. You know, everything's just kind of been said and done, but now you're just waiting for the dust to settle, right? And it's very interesting because you have the Hermit card over here just in your reading, and that's actually really good energy for you guys because the Hermit card is representative of the sign of Virgo. So I think that you guys are kind of feeling in your energy right now. You're doing a lot of that thinking that you guys are known for, but I don't think it's in a way that is very much like, I don't think it's in a way that's stressing, right? I don't see like the Nine of Swords or anything, so I don't think that you guys are really beating a dead horse or anything. I don't think you're stressed. I do want to mention, though, that you also have the Chariot, which is representative of Cancer. So you guys might have either a Cancer or maybe another Virgo, but, you know, in your situation. But if those signs don't resonate, you know, that's no big deal. But if they do, just take that to mean extra confirmation. But I am excited about the Sun card here. So the Sun card is actually the happiest card in the deck, right? So I feel like you guys are really happy right now where you're at. I think that after you've done sort of a lot of this introspection, you're going to come out of it a lot more equipped to handle the current situation, because I feel like the situation that you're currently in is a little bit weird. There's like an element of it that makes you feel a little bit uneasy, maybe a little, I'm almost getting like sick to your stomach, right? Some of you guys might be catching colds, so do be careful out there. Take your vitamin C supplements and whatever, but I feel like you guys are going into a period of introspection right now. And when you come out of it, you're going to come out of it in the Sun mode, right? Even while you're in this period of introspection, I see really good things for a lot of you guys. And I see a lot of the sort of this passionate, powerful movement forward, because we have the King of Wands with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Like, this is a lot of powerful stuff, right? And the Chariot and the Ace and even this King of Wands, to me, kind of symbolize this idea of movement right? And movement oftentimes takes a lot of energy, and that's why you have this Four of Swords here, right? The Four of Swords is a very common card that I get in my Virgo readings because you guys have a habit of really overworking yourselves, right? You guys are very giving, and you guys are probably the first person to really go out of your way to help someone else be able to get their stuff done. And, 9 times out of 10, that's on top of all the things that you have on your plate, right? So you guys are very self-sacrificing in that regard. And I think that very common message and theme that you guys really need to learn throughout this lifetime is going to be taking some time for yourself, is going to be taking time to rest and realizing that not everything is, go, go, go. It's actually really funny. I have a friend and her dad is a Virgo, right? And you see the man and he's always thinking, he's always talking or like doing something, like planning things out. And then you'll look back and he's just like sleeping in the weirdest position, right? And you guys need to rest a little bit. You need to take some time out of your day to really get into your bed, get comfortable and rest and get a good night's rest so you can be well equipped to take on the whole situations of the day, right? And I feel like once you guys are taking this rest, you're going to be able to be in this King of Wands energy, right? Because the King of Wands is very motivated and driven and passionate and can get things done. And I feel like that's maybe a part where you guys are, I don't want to say lacking because I feel like that's a very strong, harsh word, but you guys are struggling because, you're running on an empty tank of gas sometimes. So take your rest. I know that I've spent a long time on this, but I think that it's really important for a lot of you guys because a lot of you guys have that tendency to be workaholics. And even when you're not working and you're at home, you're thinking about bills and you're thinking about money and you're thinking about this and you never really take this time to rest. But I'm definitely getting that you guys should spend a little bit of time with your family maybe because you have this 10 of Cups here, which to me really smells of emotional fulfillment, with your life, friends, family, right? But I think that it's also romantic love for a lot of you guys. I think that I'm getting that a lot of you guys actually are in relationships already and you guys are rekindling a spark, or you guys have been single and you might be rekindling a spark with somebody that you already know, right? And that could be like as recent as like, I've talked to this person, but I made an awkward first impression, or like an ex from like 6 years ago, right? So definitely if you're the kind of person that says, well, exes are exes for a reason, then like act accordingly. If you guys are okay with sort of talking to new people or whatever, like that's all up to you. But do know that you have this 10 of Cups and this Ace of Wands, which brings forth passion and drive and motivation, that really emotional, that side of the emotional spectrum, which also you have the King of Wands here, so it just kind of further compounds on that. But whenever I see this, I know that you guys are going to be a lot more emotionally invested in things. We hate to do things that we don't care about, right? Like, it can mean the difference between slugging and like wasting away at a job and like working until you get everything right and everything perfect and doing a good job, right? And that's where you see this emotional fulfillment because you have the 10 of Cups here. You're seeing this emotional fulfillment because you're getting so much more out of your job. And you have the Chariot here, which to me is very interesting. The Chariot and this 9 of Wands are very interesting because the 9 of Wands to me is the Wounded Warrior card, right? So it's very Chiron energy if you guys are into astrology. This is your wounds. This is working on them. This is healing. And I think that what you guys have been doing is you guys have been sort of so caught up in just like everyday life and work and studying and like this, that, and the other, that you've sort of neglected yourself, right? That's why we have this slow down and rest card. That's why we have this healing card, because I think that once you guys really take a moment to sort of focus on you and sort of slow down and rest, you're going to see that you're going to get a lot of healing in a lot of ways, right? And that could be physical healing, mental healing, spiritual healing, right? That's all up to you. But I feel like this is very much a dichotomy to this energy of the Chariot, which is sort of like go, 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 moving, 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 right? I feel like you guys are kind of like a car right now and you need to make a pit stop and get some gas. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm seeing that the alternative is this Ace of Swords in reverse, right? So you have the Ace of Wands already in the upright, which brings forth new, passionate, good things. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which is, a lot of this right? So the swords talk about mental elements, anything that has to do with the mind. And the fact that it's in reverse feels like things are not going to be clear. Your mind is going to be foggy, things are going to be confusing, and there's going to be tons of miscommunications going both ways, right? You're going to miscommunicate, and people are going to miscommunicate towards you. And I feel like this energy can really be avoided if you do take this time to rest, if you do take this time to really think about the things that you're doing in your life, where you're going, how you can sort of, I don't want to say better yourself, because that sort of implies this energy that you're not bettering yourself already and that you're not good or anything like that. And just know that nobody's perfect and we all have things to work on. But at the same time, like, don't look at it in a negative light is what I'm trying to frame here. You know, focus on the things that you are good at. Focus on things, on your strengths, on your good qualities, and try to work on the sort of the aspects that we don't usually like to acknowledge. And, you know, even though this is heavy and difficult stuff, I do see that you have this Sun card here, right? So you're going to come out on top in the end. It's just a matter of, you know, taking some time for yourself, because honestly, sometimes it can feel a little counterintuitive to really stop doing something in order to be better at it. But that was your reading first time around, Virgo. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Virgo videos on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.